frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Luck on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check 41. Target. Yellow. He's coming. We got double up. Check 43.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. The 20. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Keep playing. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Hines. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, it's Love. That's caught by Ware. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
I'm going back to you.
On 1st down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to the...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he's got Rodgers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Hines. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing is Love, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Yellow. Let's get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Hill, complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense.
They run with Hines. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on 3rd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. Let's go, Lions. You mine. Mike 41. On the ball. Hey, 4-1, Mike. 4-1.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for what? It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check out route.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Fresno. Check three.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, here's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Recon, 132 fighter.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah. Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
A loss of 8 yards on the sack. 3 and out.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That's taken at around the 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go.
Williams. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to go down again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken right around the 44. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike.
Yellow.
Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Hey, 15.
Sponge. No. Showing up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Yellow. Attack.
Guys, it's our time. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. Here we go. Check four.
And again, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the line.
Watch the flag. Motion. Kill.
Now here's Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
Here I come again.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Complete to Terrence Williams. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
49. Check 49.
Switch.
Yellow.
Check.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wait, I'm going to
3 butt.
Yellow.
22 jet bomber.
Nice hit.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Margus Hunt never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, 57.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On first down, Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
41 Mike. Bravo! Watch the twist.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score, Chiefs 31, Colts nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, check.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Luck now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from his own 44 here. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go. SOS.
Hero 15.
SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Wide. Get wide.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
The score, Chiefs 42, Colts nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Kill.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That is caught inside the 5. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Locke. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And all the way up to the 46. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, it's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Get him, boys.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And faced under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Darren Lee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. To throw is Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I got it. 53's the mark.
12.
53.
Here we go on 4th. Luck looking for Kemp. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Darius Leonard, his 2nd sack of the night. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Under crunch. Check. Lucky. Kill. Deuce.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Watch twins.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes being chased out left. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes buying time, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Mike, I got you, pop. Switch again.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Now Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now it's Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
On. Go. 36.
Out of the gun, Luck. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Right here. 12. 53 to Mike. 53.
Here's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me.